Right, so the recent introduction of not one, not two, but three new Moto G units has me a little concerned about Motorola's focus going forward, but let's not worry about that right now. Let's take a closer look at the Moto G4 Plus, the best of the new units so far. It does feel remarkably nice, and actually I think feels a bit like the Galaxy S4 because it's very slim and has a slightly tapered back, and it fits really nicely into your hand. That back, by the way, has a really nice texture to it. I kind of pulled this out of a Google exec's hands who's surprisingly cool about all of this, and the thing actually feels really nice. Couple things to point out: it is incredibly fast. It is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 617. That's an octa-core chipset, in this case paired with 4GB of RAM. It also has 64GB of storage. As I said, this is the top of the line as far as Moto Gs go, and it does also have a fingerprint scanner, which looks like a home button, and it's not. Just don't try it. It's not what it's meant for, and it doesn't really make any sense. Like, I understand that yes, this is sort of what people want, but it looks terrible. It's a square that sits below the screen, and it looks so out of touch with the rest of the design of this phone that I find the whole thing frankly very puzzling. Now you might be wondering what makes this thing so plus compared to the regular G4, and I gotta tell you, it's mostly the camera on the back. It's got a 16 megapixel sensor compared to the 13 megapixel sensor on the regular G4, plus it also has a phase detecting and laser autofocusing system, which, as you'd expect, makes it focus on subjects really fast. Full disclosure though, I did not get a chance to actually shoot photos with this phone. This is actually the personal phone of a Google executive who is surprisingly cool about letting me play with his phone and take lots and lots of photos. So there is that. As far as first impressions go though, this does have the potential to be the best, and I mean the best camera we've ever gotten in a Moto G, and that's very exciting news. Obviously, there's a lot we still don't know about this thing. It's going to launch in Brazil and India first, and then Europe, and then eventually in the United States, possibly this summer. I gotta tell you, the introduction of 3 Moto Gs feels a little wrong to me. I don't really like the lack of clarity that's now part of the Motorola lineup, but hopefully these are things that will get ironed out with time, and I guess we'll just have to see how they play out.